David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Hey guys, the Baylor head coach told me pregame, this is obviously a huge matchup. With the 5-game winning streak on the line, they understand that they are facing one of the best teams in the country. A top 25 matchup. He's been warning his team all week at practice. Do not take them lightly. They want to be 1-0 after this week and keep the streak alive. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Knights headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. From the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Bears come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They give it back to him. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. First down, he'll keep it. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. And the Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Fires to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Makes the catch. It's Wade. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Quarterback keeps it. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Here they come on 4th and short from the 50. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's down immediately, but they convert on 4th down and keep the drive alive. Quick give, it's Watson. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Out wide left, it's Watson. Finds a crease at the 20. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Wide receiver going in motion. Here's a give to Watson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
That's just a really nice job by the running back making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, you saw it on that play.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. The Knights will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. This is a design run. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCF! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs, quarterback as well, on designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for them right there.
That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Morris. Throws for the tight end. Left side is Klopfenstein. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Baylor! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. A handoff for Watson. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Drops back. It's Barnett. Out wide left, it's Wade. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Man, I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. In the backfield, it's Thomas. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The defender crossed the line a little bit too early. It's a free 5 yards for the offense. The penalty gets back a few, but it's still 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot at the end zone. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Got room on the return. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Gets the back moving. Direct snap. It's Beal. Finds his man. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And those long shots, man, I tell you what, it takes a little bit longer to develop. So as a quarterback, you know you got to buy a little bit of time. Mad respect, man. Hanging in there, knowing he's going to get hit, but still making the big play down the field.
Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, it's Morris. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. And the Bears moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Quarterback changing the play. Third down from the gun, DJ Lagway. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure.
Now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Lagway to throw for it on fourth. Oh, pressure's coming. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. You want to talk about converting a fourth down in style with a whole lot extra, David.
How about it? Clutch mode. Fourth down time, you only need a little, but he pushes the ball way down the field. He believes in his guy, makes the play, gets the big first down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Driven back.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested.
Makes the grab. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. Back to throw, it's Bennett. Trying to barrel in. Not gonna make it. And the fourth down gamble backfires.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Unloads it left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Here's a give to Watson. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Barnett. Caught over the middle, it's Watson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Watson. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Flip it out to the back on the screen. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
He's looking deep. He caught it. Into the house. Touchdown, Knights.
Well, we know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Changing the routes with his receivers. Flagway. Left side, it's Brown. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Bears come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking for a man, it's Flagway. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Breaks into the open. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Bears want to move quickly. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Timeout taken by Baylor, it's 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears!
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Short gain on that run as the clock winds down here late in the half.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. They didn't get anybody blocked, didn't fool anybody. They'll lose yardage, and it's 3rd down here late in the half.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Scanning the field, it's Barnett. Out! He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's cut. The Knights send out the punt unit. He can get this one up in the wind. It ought to carry for a while. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the snap, it's Beal. Gets rid of it. Out wide right, it's Livingston. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 3 team, the Michigan Wolverines. And it's the Buckeyes who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today. They finished their season unbeaten, 12-0 on the year. What a performance by that group. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Knights in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Here comes the heat. Back open in the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. I wonder a lot of times why teams don't run this route more often. It's an impossible matchup for the defense.
Linebacker on running back. I'm going to lose that matchup a lot, but a nice job by the running back selling to the flats just enough to get that inside space to open up, make the catch, and start getting down the field.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Got him right there.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He lets it fly. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Morris. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On the read. Keeps it. And he forced ahead just a bit. Now lot working with the Wildcat there.
I love when offenses are stubborn and they run the football. That's a really good thing. Those are body blows that sometimes throughout a game can lead up. But the offensive line, they got to pave a little bit better room. Like, there needs to be a little bit more room so this guy can break free and get in the open field, try to make a play. Now it's 3rd and 6, so now probably a passing situation.
And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. And the Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Right side, it's Watson. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. A handoff for Watson. There he goes.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Here's Duke one more time. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Tie ball game as we play in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the 1st down.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Swapped immediately. Close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Knights with the 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Watson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll take the penalty and move them back. The Knights line it up with a 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Fires quickly. He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, UCF! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. Boy, he wasn't far from taking that one a long way as they get him stopped on the return at the 45. Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception, and now this offense has a chance late. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. They give it to him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. And the Bears will hustle to the line. He's changing the play. Lagway will try to get it from the gun on 3rd down. He'll throw it. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Fourth down, Lagway. Still looking to his right. He's got it. 1st down and more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Run in the red zone, it's Beal. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but
snags it, and there's running room. Touchdown, Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Caught on the RPO.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Moves the pocket. It's Barnett. He's got it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on fourth down. He tries to take the top off. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. So the big turnover, the interception, setting up this offense in a tie game with a chance to drive for the go-ahead score. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Got him on the RPO. Oh, he's got some space. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. So nice to have these tight ends.
The Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Easy. Here's Lagway to pass. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Snags it, and he's open. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy. He can make plays after it. The elusiveness.
Touchdown Bears! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And this offense can stay balanced because they still have those 3 timeouts in their pocket. They need to put a good drive together, but right now they're continuing to stay balanced. They might need to get a little pass happy and a little bit more aggressive after this.
The play fake. Buying time to his right. He'll pull it down and run. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Back to pass, it's Barnett. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And that is how we will wrap this one up. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team just, they find a way to get things done. That's why they're